It's January 12th, and this is the CCN. On today's broadcast, we'll cover diverse topics like favorite cell phone brands and New Year's resolutions. Plus, we'll get your reactions to last week's snow days. Belle Townsend and I will tell you what's going on out in the world and here at ACHS. Plus, we'll share some final thoughts about what this year holds. I'm MJ Mayo, and this is the CCN. Good morning and welcome to the CCN's 2017 debut. I'm MJ Mayo.
And I'm Belle Townsend.
And now is the time for your morning announcements.
Winter formal tickets are now on sale at the bookstore. Tickets are $10 in advance or $15 at the door.
Any girl interested in playing softball this season should plan on attending a meeting at 6 tonight in the library. Before you begin practicing and conditioning, you must have a current physical completed.
Make sure to show your Colonel support at tomorrow night's basketball games at Union County. Games start at 6 and 7:30.
Support the Leo Club to fight hunger in Henderson by bringing a non-perishable food item to the basketball game against Davis County Saturday at 2 p.m. The food item will also knock off $1 for your admission to the game.
Now moving things over to Tyler Sandifer, who delved this week into what you guys do on snow days. Tyler?
Hi, I'm Tyler, and today we're going to ask people about snow days. What do you do on snow days?
Well, I'm a chemistry teacher here at Henderson County High School, so I come in and I try to figure out interesting labs for students when they come back to school.
Why do you like snow days?
I like snow days because it gives me more time to plan for my students.
What do you do on snow days?
I stay at the house and have basketball practice
Why do you like snow days?
because I get out of school.
What do you do on snow days?
I just chill out at the house and read.
Why do you like snow days?
Because I get to miss school and sleep in.
What do you do on snow days?
I like to ride four-wheelers and hang out with friends, relax.
Pretty much the same thing.
Why do you like snow days?
Snow days, you don't have to go to school, you ain't gotta do nothing, you know. Just chill, relax, relax, you know.
It's peaceful. You just sit back, you don't have to do much, just look at the snow and it looks good.
Thanks for people that shared what they do on snow days. I'm Tyler. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Tyler. A lot has been happening in the world and even more back in our motherland. We welcome you now to a U.S.-themed world news.
After President-elect Donald J. Trump announced Monday that he would appoint his son-in-law, the real estate investor Jared Kushner, as a senior White House advisor, lawyers for Kushner said he would sell many of his assets to avoid conflicts of interest. But because he plans to sell to his brother or to a family trust controlled by his mother, some ethics lawyers question how meaningful it would be. However, his mother and siblings are the beneficiaries of the trust, causing some to believe that even with these measures, Kushner will still have links to his family's empire, which owns property across the country and relies often on foreign money.
White supremacist Dylan Roof stood by his pledge not to testify or call any witnesses who might persuade jurors not to sentence him to death for killing 9 black parishioners at a church in Charleston, South Carolina in June 2015. The jury last month found him guilty of 33 counts of federal hate crimes resulting in death, obstruction of religion, and firearms charges for the massacre during a Bible study meeting at the historic Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church late last year. That same jury deliberated for less than 3 hours before returning a sentence of death for Roof, which will likely not be carried out for many years.
The speed of Republican efforts to repeal the Affordable Care Act has stunned health industry lobbyists, leaving representatives of insurance companies, hospitals, doctors, and pharmaceutical makers in disarray and struggling for a response to a legislative quick strike that would upend much of the American healthcare system. The Senate was expected to take the first step by this morning. House and Senate committees would have until January 27th to report out repeal legislation. Health insurance and health care for millions of Americans are at risk, with the health insurance of more than 20 million people on the line.
It surprised no one that Hollywood used the Golden Globe Awards on Sunday as a platform to condemn President-elect Donald Trump, with many stars openly telegraphing their disgust when Mr. Trump won instead of Hillary Clinton. It's no secret that the president-elect has struggled to book A-list talent for his inauguration. But nobody was quite expecting Meryl Streep, as she collected a Lifetime Achievement Globe, to so firmly lay down the gauntlet for a new kind of culture war, targeting Mr. Trump's skills as a showman and entertainer and branding them as insidious. Judging by his reaction on Twitter shortly after her rallying cry, Mr. Trump is ready to fight and seemed eager for the distraction, coming after days of intense scrutiny about Russia's involvement in the presidential election and the business dealings of Jared Kushner, his son-in-law and soon-to-be senior advisor in the White House. Heading things off to Preston Royster on some designated Super Bowl champs, and people seem to have an opinion on it.
Hey guys, this is Preston Royster with Conecast. I just want to know, who do you think is going to the Super Bowl?
Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
New England Patriots, Tom Brady.
Alright, so I've got the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl because Ezekiel is unstoppable and so is Dak Prescott.
My hope for the win for the Super Bowl will be Kansas City Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
Alright, thanks.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Houston Texans. Thank you everyone who you thought was going to the Super Bowl. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Preston. Also this week, Tyler Duncan got to know some students a little better by asking what some of their New Year's resolutions were. Tyler?
Hi, I'm Tyler Duncan with the CCN, so I want to talk to students about the New Year resolution.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution would be to drink more water because it's healthy, it's good for your body, and it's a great thing for all people to drink.
My New Year's resolution is to eat healthier and work out more than I am.
Well, my New Year's resolution started about 5 months ago at the beginning of this school year when I decided to start coming in at 6:30 in the morning. It's nice and quiet, no one else to bother you, and I get a lot done. And I'm really a morning person anyway, so why not make use of that time? So I get here early and I don't have to take as much home, and I can then kind of balance my work and my life. So that's it.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To get all A's because I want to go to college, and at this rate, I'm going to be working at McDonald's.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Just to stay out of drama and just stay on the down and just be true to myself and stuff.
I'm Tyler with the CCN. Good luck with your New Year resolution, and I'm signing out and back to the studio.
Thank you, Tyler. New year, new me, new final thoughts. As we have just succeeded a new year, we move closer and closer to a Trump presidency. As a country, we must stand and unite as one. We must accept if the outcome in the next 4 years terrifies you as much as it does me, then this is no longer the time to mope or cry. We have already had time for our 3-day pity party. Now is the time to fight for what you believe in, to become educated in what you want to reform, to become the person who changes the policy, creates unity in a divided country, or learns to understand arguments of all sides. To vote because it is rare for change to come without the support and acknowledgement of the American people. The time is now to accept what is to come and to fight for what we believe in. We all love this country, so let's prove it.
And that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Belle Townsend.
And I'm MJ Mayo, signing off with the CCN.